Welcome to free live tarot readings. I forgot to turn on the intro screen. I forgot. My bad. What's up, Juliet? Welcome, welcome as well. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully everything is going all right in your area of town. And we're here for some readings. Juliet, what can I expect the next 24 hours between me and the Scorpio? Me and the XD, the Scorpio, I'm an Aquarius. That's a pretty small time frame, I gotta say. Juliet wants it down to the wire, wants it down to the minute. Zandra, welcome, how you doing? All right, I mean, we can do that. What can I expect in the next 5 minutes for my relationship? Well, let's go for that and see what is going to happen with that. Bartman, welcome. Enlightenment. Davey, what is up? What is up indeed? All right. I am at a new location. So I did move all of my stuff and I'm at a new location. So there you go. Susan, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. See, we get a new location now. I've moved everything. By the way, moving the tower is quite painful. I have to say, that was remarkably a pain in the butt. So, but it is moved now, and we are in a fresh location in another room that has tile instead of carpet. Zandra, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. All right, let's see, kind of see here with Juliet. What can Juliet expect in the next 5 minutes between the ex and themselves? Let's see. Let's see what good things we have going on there. The Hermit, not much apparently. The Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords. I wouldn't expect very much. It doesn't look like there's much to evolve or much to develop or anything sort of going on. It doesn't look like quite a bit of things are just happening at the moment. We have the Hermit, which obviously is not good for any sort of relationship reading or anything like that. Do have the Three of Wands as well, kind of looking for the next thing, looking for the next shiny object, the next big thing. Where is it going to be? Tammy, Sheila, how are you doing? CFK, what is up? And then the Ten of Swords, sort of the detrimental card of the cutting. We're looking elsewhere. We're cutting. We have the Hermit. It just doesn't look that good as far as what's going on. It's almost like you have a little bit of a stalemate, or I guess you could really sort of squeeze as much you can out of it. But as far as the action and adventures are concerned, it does look a bit of like a stalemate. It does look a bit like there's not a lot happening, not a lot going on as far as that is concerned. And let's hop over to some donations now. We got Susan. What will this week bring? What will this week bring? Susan, let's try it out. Let's give it a shot by using my tarot. Now, I did have to reorganize all the tarot decks. So in case you're wondering, this looks different than it did before. So now I got to sort of find everything. I did prioritize some things. So we cleaned out the old and we put in the new tarot. So my preferences are changing, ever so evolving. And, you know, that's how it's going to be, because that's how you need to do it. I don't think just sort of staying stagnant and doing the same thing over and over. It doesn't look fresh to me. It just doesn't look that fresh. All right. What will this week bring? The Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles. Sort of interesting. Somebody drags you into some adventure. Something drags you into something that could be fun adventures, could be expanding. It could be a lot of sort of good things coming. Crystal and Andrew, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, we have somebody dragging you into it. Now, the Two of Cups does say that somebody is coming in. You do have that connection. You do have somebody talking to you. You do have somebody sort of expanding things and looking for things and trying to get you to pay attention and do different things. Definitely sort of dragging you into something. Now, the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Pentacles talks about a new adventure that's going to be pretty steady. It's going to be fairly steady. You know what I mean? The Wheel of Fortune is a day-to-day activity. You're talking about what goes around comes around. And that's pretty critical here because you're looking at something that's going to be new, but a steady environment. So somebody's going to drag you into something. They're going to want you some help. They're going to want you to start something. You have a new project. You have something happening that's going to be important, according to them, of course. But this is going to start a new adventure. And the new adventure, again, the Ace of Pentacles. I believe it's really sort of money related, earthly type thing related. That looks really nice. But the Wheel of Fortune said this becomes a day-to-day activity. So sometimes you do have like an adventure that starts, right? Boo Boo, welcome. And Christina, welcome as well. You do have a new adventure that starts. That's fine. But normally it's going to end soon, or it's going to be something dynamic, or, you know, a little bit of an adventure that you're going to sort of start and then sort of roll in and finish. This looks like it replaces a lot of different things as far as that's concerned. And I think it's because this person's very sort of formal. They have a lot of sort of pull. They're really interested in what they have to say and whatnot. The Knight of Pentacles, you end up almost using some of your own resources to get into this. But it does feel like this adventure is coming, and it is coming soon. Susan, thank you again for your donation. Triple Moon Goddess, welcome. CJ, how are you doing? Crystalline, welcome as well. How is everybody doing tonight? We moved into a new room. So this room is brand new. It is, well, not brand new. I cleaned it out. So I cleaned out this room. We have a lot of stuff that's over there and over there. So we're in a different location now. So there you go. A different location, and hopefully it's going to be pretty cool because we did have to move everything, and it was kind of painful to do. By the way, deconstructing the Tarot Tower and making it again is a pain in the ass. I'm going to have to say that now. I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know that deconstructing that thing and putting it back together is worse than Humpty Dumpty. You know what I mean? All right. Can we move this back? Can we move this back a little bit? There we go. That looks great. That looks great. Now let's get a little bit of the divine tarot because it's divine indeed. You know what I mean? All right, Davey, welcome. How you doing tonight? Francois, how you doing as well? What is everybody doing tonight? I mean, it feels like it's Monday. It's one of those Mondays. Not too bad, though. It's not like a stinky old Monday. It feels like a fresh week. It feels like things are fresh. Things are going to be going on. That is sort of where it is at. You know what I mean? CJ, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. How does the X feel about me? You got the King of Wands, 5 of Swords, a 9. You got the 8 of Wands. I mean, it does look fairly interesting as far as that's concerned. As far as sort of how do they feel about me, or would they be interested in reuniting? Would they be interested in bending me over the couch? I mean, you never know these types of things until you sort of ask. The 9 of Coins says that you do have a lot of possibility in here, but we have some negative cards as well. It feels like that they're still stuck. They're still stuck. And it could be with a particular individual that they've moved in with, or they're sort of have some activities with. They moved on with the relationship, and you sort of get that, right? 5 of Swords says they've sort of moved on a little bit. They're ready to go into the next thing. How do they feel about you? I do think that they still like you, but again, that they're busy with these other things. Knight of Coins says they wouldn't mind contacting you and kind of, talking to you and things like that. But the 8 of Wands says, as far as movement is concerned, there is a bit of that fire movement and things like that. I think they're interested in somebody else at this point, looking at other possibilities and trying to find things that are going to be expansive, things that are going to be, sort of where they want it to be. Does that eliminate you as a possibility? I don't think so. I think that the 9 of Coins, they have fond memories. They have a nice sort of mixture of memories of the good, the bad, the indifferent, from sort of how the relationship went and whatnot. And again, I think they'd be interested in sort of rekindling a little bit of that stuff a little bit later. But again, right now, it feels like that they're sort of moving on. They're doing different things and all of this other stuff. So, just right now may not be the best opportunity. Maddie, thank you for your donation. It's good to see you again. All right, who do we got? We got more people in chat. MM, what is going on? Keeping it real. How are you doing? You're keeping it real indeed. We got Midnight Meditations snuck in. How you doing, Midnight? Always good to see you. MM, thank you for your donation as well. What do we got going on? We got CJ. General love reading for March. CJ, it's looking good. Let's do a little bit of the Super Linares Tarot for this one. I do like me some Super Linares Tarot. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? I have so much, you know, when you move, you always misplace half your stuff. It happens to the best of us. We misplace everything. Amanda, it has been a hot minute. How are you doing? Good to see you again. It has been literally a hot minute. Like, how long has it been, Amanda? It has been a very long time. Narina, first time here. It's good to meet you as well. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate that. All right, Crystalline, you have officially worked my last nerve. All right, there we go. Let's see what is happening with all of that. Okay, general love reading for March. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. Love in March is looking pretty good. And we have that with the Lovers. The Lovers is such a beautiful card as far as love goes. Christina, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. Mwah. All right. General love reading, we got the Lovers at the end. Lovers just so looks nice. If we got a general, if we're looking for March, if we're looking for a little bit of that action, the Lovers gets it done. Six of Pentacles as well. I think Six of Pentacles says somebody's coming in that you knew before. A long lost love. Maybe one that was pretty adventurous. Maybe one that was very exciting. You don't know until you get it done. But the good news is they're coming back. Sort of an interesting thing with the Six of Coins. Six of Coins combined with the Lovers talks about giving. It talks about sort of sharing. It talks about rekindling something that happened before. And you have that search, you know what I mean? You have that search where it feels like that we are looking for something that we never did find. But we're just going to go back to people that we knew before and all of that stuff and try to figure out what we can do or how we can make it better, or how we can sort of rekindle that relationship. Now, the Wounded Warrior, again, if you've watched my video from this week, the Wounded Warrior, we talk about that. It does indicate that the person definitely has not fully healed from what happened before. I think that's okay. I don't think that's going to be a big thing. I think it's just something you sort of relax, go into it, and just sort of take the adventure as it comes. Remo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But yeah, the Wounded Warrior, searching for something we did not find. We're going back to CJ, because CJ had something reliable. CJ had some good stuff. The Lovers looks like that, you know, basically this person's coming in from the past. So welcome to the rekindling of an old flame in March. CJ, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a ton of fun with all of that. Good luck with all of that. Maddie, is this car okay to be bought? Maddie is car shopping. You never know what you're going to get, Maddie, nowadays. We're car shopping. What would be a better automotive deck than the Bumbleberry Hollow deck? I mean, I'm just saying, it's cool, it's modern, it just looks nice. It looks nice. Rodney, when are you coming back to Dallas, Texas? Right now. I'm in Dallas, Texas right now. All right, you're a ball of fun. Okay, yeah, Rodney, I'm in Dallas, Texas right now. So, you know what I mean? There you go. All right. Is this car going to stink? I don't know. Let's see. Is it going to be bad? Is it going to be good? Is it going to drive? Is it going to be fully functional? Knight of Cups, the Emperor, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. I don't know. I mean, if you want to invest in something, you know what I mean? If you want to invest in something, that's going to be something that you definitely want to invest in. The Emperor next to the Knight of Cups is interesting. There are some disappointment things that are happening with the Nine of Cups. There are some disappointing things in the car. I don't think it's perfect. It definitely has some fixer-upper feel to it and whatnot. Eight of Swords is the restrictive card. It's like I can't do everything that I want with a card because it has some limitations. And again, I think it does need to be fixed a little bit. It does need to be repaired. You do need to address a couple of issues with that. Emperor says it's not something that's just going to be overwhelming. You know what I mean? Not going to be too overwhelming. It's going to feel like that, sure, I need to patch this and that up, but it's not going to be something that just kills me. King of Wands says overall, it seems to be a decent card. Now, what are we missing as far as a good investment would be concerned, right? Would be the Six of Pentacles would be great here. That would be fantastic. A 10 of Pentacles for a good investment. Maybe a 3 of Pentacles as well. Definitely a movement card would be great here to indicate that we want to move forward. We want to do things with it. We want to get moving on it and do that initial investment. If you're looking for okay to be bought, I really don't see anything that just grabs me and pulls me in and says, absolutely, this is the car for you. But I don't see anything that just throws it completely away, right? There's no tower. There's no like horrible cards in here. It's just sort of this mediocre. It'll be okay for what you need it for. You're going to have to repair it a little bit. It's a little bit of a fixer-upper. If you can put up with that, that's okay. Again, there's no extremes. There's no extreme avoid it. There's no extreme get it. It's just sort of in the mediocre middle range there. Anyway, there you go. There you go indeed. What do we got going next? All right. Yeah, Amanda, let us know your question. Hanging out with everybody tonight. What did S think of the conversation that I dropped down? What conversation did you drop down over there? What is happening with that? We can use the Modern Love Tarot for that one and see what kind of convo that you ended up with. You know what I mean? What kind of convo? Did you break some bad news to him? Did you give him some good news? Like what exactly happened over there? What exactly happened over there? Because we want to know. We're nosy. We're nosy. You asked the question. We're all nosy. I mean, come on. What did they think? Did they like it? Did they not like it? Let's find out. All right. By moving this graphic off my screen, click, clickety click, and it goes away. All right. What did they think? 5 of Wands. Well, you cleared some stuff up. Did you have to say all of that? Did you have to say all of that stuff? Was it really necessary? We got the 5 of Wands over here. There is some conflict. I think that you entered into a bit of a, maybe a conflicting statement. You entered into something where they didn't really make perfect sense out of it because they didn't really understand the whole thing. Ace of Pentacles says, sure, they'll agree with it and go along. Let's hop into this adventure. Let's go for that. You definitely sort of ironed out some things that they were worried about or things some concerned about and all that. Ace of Pentacles is such a great thing as well. Amanda, thank you for your question. And the other Amanda, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. The star. Look at the beautiful star next to the Magician. You have a lot of pull in this relationship, a lot of power. You're going to be able to pretty much talk about whatever you want, however you want, whenever you want, and it's going to be okay. I don't think you're going to do anything that's just going to be detrimental to it. Can you piss them off? Yeah, absolutely. I think you're good at that sometimes. You're definitely good at that. You definitely know how to sort of press their buttons. You know where the buttons are and you know how to mash them really well. Right? But the star says you're kind of stuck with this person. It's definitely going to be on your list for people that you're going to talk to pretty much forever. But yeah, use the Magician to your advantage. Make sure that they can understand what you're saying. Make sure that you're very clear, because I think if you give this person a little bit of room for interpretation on future conversations, they're going to take it a little too liberally. So yeah. Be crystal clear. Be firm with what you say to that person. But, other than that, I think it's going to be all right. It is going to be all right indeed. Christina hosting Amanda, the bestie. Amanda, thanks for hanging out with us. Amanda wants to know, will I get a promotion that I've been waiting for? A good deck for that is going to be something over here. Oh, we can use, no, maybe not. No. Oh, we'll use this one. This one's perfect. If you're looking for a promotion, nothing says promo like the Mons Tarot. Let's go with it. Let's go with it and get it done. Mons Tarot is where you need to be, especially for any promotions or any sort of money interactions as far as that goes. Surabi, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Are you getting married in the next month? Ooh, that's a good one. Got a lot of good cards for marriage and children and whatnot. I'm including that in my book, by the way. I got chapters on all of that good stuff. If you pre-ordered the book, if you didn't, it's going to be out in June. All right. Will you get it? Will you get it? The Hierophant, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Oh, so keep working at the institution. That's fine. Knight of Wands, sort of getting in there. And then the Queen of Wands, getting the energy to do that. But basically, something else opens up. Something else opens up. All right, let's tell the story as it's laid out here. The Hierophant, the company, the big work thing. I think there's a lot of moving parts in this particular question and at your work as well. I don't think it's simple of like, get me a promotion or get me this thing or I need this thing. It doesn't seem like that's as simple as it goes. You do have the Eight of Pentacles, sort of a weird card for a promotion. It basically says keep working at it, keep going, and keep being persistent. And I think persistence is one of the mainstays of this particular spread. You definitely want to get that Eight of Pentacles feel to where you're just sort of doing the same thing over and over. You are persistent. You are good with that. Sunflower, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. You're telling me you almost got hit by a semi-truck. Do you want a reading on the semi-truck? Let me know, Sunflower. Yeah, basically do what you do. Now, the problem with doing what you do is the Eight of Pentacles has some negativity kind of associated with it. It's cranking out the same thing over and over and over. It feels like there's not enough expansion. It feels like there's not enough variety, not enough sort of creativity where you need it to be at work, to where you can't really express your true self, or you can't really sort of show what you can do because you end up getting tasks that don't really highlight your talents or your specialty and whatnot. It's kind of an Eight of Pentacles feel. Now, Knight of Wands says you end up moving elsewhere in the even in the company. Something opens up in the company and you move into that. We got the Queen of Wands, we got the Knight. The Knight is a very fiery aspect. We have a lot of fire. You have a lot of energy with that. And I think using that energy, you move into something that's going to be a little bit different. Is it the same company? I think so. I don't see any drastic moving away cards. In fact, the Knight is moving this direction back towards highlighting the work that you've done. So the work that you've done is getting recognized. A new position is created and you're able to move into that new position. Now, is that a promotion? It's more of a lateral move. It's more of a move into something that you'd be more interested in, something where you can use your creativity. You can sort of show off your skills, and it's better sort of oriented to what you do and how you do it. But overall, you end up moving into something else there. Anyway, there you go. But there's not like a direct ladder promotion from here to here. It's more like I'm moving over here and maybe a little bit up, but I'm sort of moving out of where I'm at into something to where I can use my talents more liberally. All right. And be recognized for that as well. All right, what is next? Let's see. We got Rimmel, general love reading, please. Let's go with it and try to find out what's up. By the way, if you're new here, please hit that like and subscribe button. It lets YouTube know that I don't suck. And if YouTube thinks I don't suck, that's better for me. I mean, I'm just saying now. So if you think I don't suck, hit the button. I would greatly appreciate it. So you have that little thanks thing there. All right. What is next? We got a love reading. We got a little generality. We're using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments for this one because that's what we do. We grab a different deck. Every single reading. If you're new here, by the way, that's what we do. You know? All right. Davey, what's up? Okay. A little bit of the general love. Let's do it. We're in our new room. We're in our new room. I'm hoping it does not sound too echoey, because it is echoey when I'm here. But yeah, let's hopefully it doesn't sound too echoey. I'm going to listen later and find out. Although I really don't want to invest in any soundproofing material. CJ, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. All right. A general love reading. 4 of Wands, King of Wands, Fool, and the 5 of Pentacles. Your next relationship is going to have a problem. Basically, Rimmel, you're running into a dead end on the next relationship. I think that you get an opportunity for some love. I think somebody comes around, somebody is sort of interesting. And I think that you're way, way more interested in them than they are of you, which obviously is going to be a problem. Not something that you kind of want to do. The biggest problem is that you're just too invested. I think you got to just ease up, take a step back, ease up. Don't be, don't sort of tip your hand too early. The Fool wanting to go on that adventure and into the poor section of the 5 of Pentacles. It just says don't go on that adventure that's going to work out not to your favor. I think it's going to work out to the other person's favor, just not yours. And again, you want to be cautious about the next thing, because the King of Wands says that you do get somebody that really sort of ropes you in and really sort of pulls you in and gets you interested very, very quickly, even though they're just sort of, just there. I don't think that they express just this ton of interest, or I don't think that they reach out to you and just draw you in that much, or sort of you draw them in that much. They're sort of relaxed with it, but you sort of really get involved. Now, the 4 of Wands says being comfortable with this person is one of the key factors here. And that's one of the problems that you have is you're too comfortable. So you're telling them too much. Again, tipping your hand. I don't think that's going to work long term for you. Definitely for a general love reading, definitely watch out for the next relationship and sort of balance it out, right? Let them know that you sort of like them. But again, don't be too sort of needy. Don't be too sticky to them or anything like that. That's definitely not going to be the best solution as far as going forward with that particular thing. So there you go. Aquarian Light, how are you doing? It's been a minute. How are you doing, Aquarian Light? So good to see you. All right. Next we got, will he regret our breakup? Amanda, will he regret the breakup? Yaritz, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let me know what your question is. Get a 1-card reading for you. All right. And for now, we're going to use the Gentle Tarot. I got a bunch of dislikes on this video. I don't know if you just didn't like the Gentle Tarot or if it stunk up the room or what is happening, but a lot of people just didn't like the Gentle Tarot. You know what I mean? All right, Amanda, he broke up with you. Is he going to regret it? Amanda, tonight, is he going to cry on his pillow? Is he going to cry on his pillow and say, my God, Amanda was the best thing that ever happened to me? Dr. Mystical, what is going on? Amanda was the best thing that ever happened to me, and now I miss her. And now I want her back. Is that what he's going to say? I don't know. The Seat of Wands, a Strength, Emperor, and the 9 of Wands. Not really. I don't really see. So reconciliation, I don't see it here. I mean, that doesn't mean it's not possible. It just doesn't look like the immediate future, short-term future, or anything like that. It just feels like reconciliation may not be on the menu just yet. Just yet. Later, maybe. Now, no. They're definitely looking for somebody new at this point. They're shopping around. They got Strength and the Emperor. They feel very empowered by the breakup. Probably not the best news, being empowered from a breakup or whatnot, but Strength and Emperor. Renee, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Strength and the Emperor is very sort of power hungry. And I think that they needed that. This is something they needed. This is an expansion that they needed, and definitely something that's going to be very strong as it sort of goes forward. But again, do they need you? Not yet. Is this something possible in the future? I would say absolutely. You have the Seed of Wands. Again, they're venturing out. They want to spread their wings. They want to venture out into the world and see what's there. Reconciliation doesn't look possible right now. Do they regret the breakup? Absolutely not. I think that they are just ready to go. They're ready to go. Yeah, they're ready to move forward and move out and move on at this point. There you go. Dr. Mystical, you cranked out a Lenormand deck in a day. Oh, my. All right. Let's see. What is the next thing going on? Sarabi, am I getting married next month? Simple yes or no question. Let's go for it. Let's go for it, Sarabi. Let's do it with the Hermetic Tarot. Hermetic Tarot is going to be done. It is going to be done. Triple Moon Goddess is having dreams of April 3rd. That is 2 days after April 1st. Could be April Fools, maybe. Could be April Fools indeed. All right. Am I getting married? Yes or no question. What are we going to do with this? I would say, survey says, the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. I think that there's plans, but the plans don't go through. You have problems getting this implemented. There's problems getting this implemented. It feels like that you're just not able to get it from start to finish. Start to finish. Seven of Pentacles, you're working on it. You're working on it. You put forth the effort. You're getting things done. You're moving into that mode to where you're just ready for it. You know what I mean? You've been working for this for a while. This is something that's been on the menu for quite some time. Eight of Wands being a very active movement card, a very quick movement card. It's reversed. It feels like there's not a lot of possibilities here. It feels like maybe this is not the best solution. Maybe this is not sort of where you want to be at the end of the day. Eight of Wands at the reverse as it stops moving. It comes to a grinding halt. Somebody hits the brakes. Somebody taps the brakes and does that. The Nine of Cups does say that you end up in a good situation, though. So if you're looking like, will I be in a good situation the next month? I think so. That Nine of Cups says yes. It says that we got what we needed emotionally. We got what we needed emotionally, and that's the most important thing here. But the brakes are being tapped on this particular venture. And you really don't know where you're going to end up, but you're going to be happy at the end of it. That 9 is so nice. Aquarian Light, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, Sunflower, Tabitha and I almost got hit by a semi. That's not good at all. You need to tell those semis to stop trying to hit you. Because that's not very friendly. You know what I mean? That is not very friendly at all. Anyway, did you want a reading? Like, did you want a reading on the semi? Like, who's driving it? Like, what's happening? I don't know. Let me know. In the meantime, we'll move to CJ. Will the person AP be stable? Or will he be on and off against CJ? You never know. You never know. We're going to go with This Might Hurt Tarot. No, let's do something else. Let's do something else. Let's go and venture out into the unknown, the exciting, the wonderful Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. You know what I mean? That is going to be nice indeed. All right, let's see. All right, will the past person be stable, or are they going to be on and off again? They're sneaking back into my life. They're sneaking back into my life. You know what I mean? Yaritza, you are next. They're sneaking back in. Are they going to hang out? Are they going to be just a complete asshole? You don't know until you get there. Let's find out. Will they be stable? No. I mean, you got a problem with stability here. I think that you figured that out a long time ago. You do have a problem with stability. It feels like things are not really where you want them to be. Things are having a problem. We're not able to get some of this stuff done that we really sort of need with this particular relationship. So, I mean, if you're leaning towards stability, I don't see it here. I see a conflict. I see sort of breaking up again. An on-off type thing looks good. We got the beautiful, the sensual, the magnificent lovers getting into a fight, breaking up again. And I think the underlying problem, CJ, here is we're constantly looking for the next grass that's going to be greener on the other side. You know, we're comparing our current love to maybe a future love or a possible love that could come tomorrow or next week or something like that. So somebody smiles at us at work and we get kind of excited about it and we want to sort of try that and definitely find out if that's going to be a possibility. But I mean, you do have that. You do have that possibility. You do have that factor. Until we stop looking at the grass is greener on the other side, we're not really going to make a lot of effort, not really going to put forth a lot of dedication and stability within this. So you definitely need to fix the underlying root problem here, or you're just going to continue to have the issue. They do want to give it another shot. They do want to give it another shot, definitely. They are still looking. They are still scanning. It is going to be stable for a little bit. Then you get in a fight, you break up, you move on, and things like that. So, yeah, you're still on the on-off. So, yeah, I guess we'll give that a thumbs down. We'll give that a thumbs down. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like that. All right. All right, let's see. Here we go. Who is next? Who is next? Let's get that done. T and Rimmel, thank you for your other donation. Well, Rimmel, thank you for your other donation. TD, thank you for your first donation. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I hope everybody's having fun tonight. I hope all of you are having fun. All right, can you tell me what actions Terrence wants to take towards me next month? Are you in love? Are you and Terrence in love? Are you going to have a happy ending, literally and figuratively? Are you going to have a happy ending? We want to know by using the Oz Tarot. The Oz Tarot was a gift from, oh, no, it wasn't. It was a Kickstarter. But it is Christina's, a deck that Christina likes. So we'll throw it onto the table. We'll throw it onto the table and, you know, sort of figure out where we're going to go and all of that stuff. Let's see. What actions does Terrence want to take towards me next month? Well, now, the Empress and the Nine of Wands, they want to patch things up. They want to fix everything. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. You've had sort of a rough time, or they've had not exactly the best experience. They've had some things happen that, you know, maybe wouldn't be the best opportunities. But the Nine of Wands says that, you know, they're a wounded warrior. And I think that they want to sort of express that. They want to continue to move on, and they definitely want to get some things done. The Emperor says they're out for themselves. Terrence is out for themselves. You already figured that out as well. If you're looking for somebody that's just going to be dedicated, if you're looking for somebody just going to bend over backwards for you, this may not be the right one. You definitely want to sort of approach that way in a hesitant manner. But yeah, as far as next month, again, I think they're a wounded warrior. They're coming back. They definitely want what's best for Terrence, and you know, make sure that you get yours as well. D wants to know what that deck is. D, the deck that you saw is the Mystical Dream Tarot. All right. Let's put this back up, put the box back up, and see what is next. We got Renee. Will things work out between me and the guy I'm dating, Wilger? All right. Hopefully Wilger is going to work out all right for you. Let's get a good deck for this. What is a good deck for dating somebody and figuring out if it works or not? I would say we did the mystical. I'd go with the Heaven and Earth. Kaylee, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Heaven and Earth is nice. It is nice indeed. All right. Let's see. Will things work out between me and the new person that I'm dating? And, you know, I hope so. I hope so. It's always good when everything is all nice and comfortable and you're having all sorts of fun and you're like, yes, I think it's going to work out. You know what I mean? You do hit a spot to where everything stalls. And you see that stall with the rest from strife here. Now, I think the guy that you're dating is going to bring you to a good place. I think that you have a lot of strong possibilities with this person, and I think that they are very excited to sort of get into this. This is sort of earned success or moving from maybe a place that's not good into a place that's much better. Well, in this case, moving into a place to where you can have a good relationship with this particular person. I think it's entirely possible. Do you have everything stall? I think so. In other words, things sort of get awkward. Things don't move forward. Things sort of get into a place where you're like, I'm not really sure what the hell's happening at this point. You know what I'm talking about. The King of Wands says you are able to reboot that or get that going again. The King of Wands is a very fiery card. It has a lot of fire, a lot of heat associated with it. So things get sort of heated and going. In other words, when it stalls, don't get dissuaded or don't get sort of discouraged. Know that the fire will come back. The flames will be reunited. And I think that things get heated up, things get moving again, and it gets back to where you really want it to be. At the end of the day, this person that you're dating has a lot of baggage that they're sort of carrying around that they need to deal with. It's going to be something that the more they can deal with that, the better off your relationship, the better off everything is going to kind of be. So just be aware that there is that stall, there is that hesitation, but it does resolve itself. Be aware that the person does have a lot of baggage they're bringing into this. And that could be maybe an ex. I mean, that could be some other things that they're doing on the side and whatnot, but be aware that they're bringing in more than just themselves, right? They're bringing in some more than just themselves. So if you be aware of that, I think you have a strong possibility of a fantastic relationship with this. The Six of Swords is such a fantastic card. Fantastic card. It says we're moving into something that's going to be decent, something that's going to be fun and adventurous and exciting. I think it's looking good. Looking good. Aquarian Light is restless. Aquarian Light, you got to calm down. Aquarian Light, you got to calm down. Let's get you calmed down with a tarot reading. I want something fun. I want something fun. Dreamkeeper. I think the Dreamkeeper Tarot is going to be the fun that I need right now, because Aquarian Light is restless and they want to know what is going to happen in March. All right. Let's see, Aquarian Light. Let's get you some good news here. You need some good news. Aquarian Light has not had enough good news on this channel. We need to just dump the Aquarian Light, all the goodness all over you. You know what I mean? Not the sticky goodness, the other goodness. That is going to be where it's nice. The Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Swords. You're in for a rough time, and I think that you're restless for a good reason. Aquarian Light, you're in for a little bit of a rough time. It's going to get a little bumpy as you progress through here. You know what I mean? A little bit on the bumpy side. The Nine of Swords says that you're restless for good reason. There's things to look forward to. There's things to worry about a little bit, just a little bit. And I think that worrying about it doesn't really do you any good, but preparation will do you good. You definitely want to start preparing for what you feel is coming. And that doesn't mean, just panic. I mean, it just feels like that you need to be preparing for something that's coming. I think your intuition is going to sort of key you in that you need to do this, you need to do that. Definitely don't ignore it. Definitely don't ignore it. March is going to be a little bit bumpy for you. Now, think around mid-March, things cool down a bit. Mid-March, things cool down a bit. But it picks back up, and I think overall March looks a little bit of a challenge. High Priestess is sort of interesting here. It's like most of the challenge is coming from one particular person that is just not very good for you at the end of the day. It's coming from one particular person. And I think that they end up costing you a little bit of money as well. You got to be prepared for that. The Queen of Swords means that they sort of have these secrets, or they have these things that they're bringing in that you don't really want a lot to do with, but you're going to have to deal with it anyway because you're stuck with it. So just be prepared for someone coming in. They're going to have a little bit of drama. Again, mid-March, You get to sort of a little bit of a break, but it is the calm before the storm. It is the eye of the hurricane. You're definitely going to have the rest of March going to be a little bit action-packed. So just sort of be prepared for that. And again, you know, be prepped for all of that. But I mean, there's a lot of wild cards here, wild adventurous cards here. But yeah, you won't be bored for long. You won't be bored for long. I mean, there you go. All right, but as always, entertainment purposes only. Never do anything based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. You know what I mean? Rimmel, why did Elle come on see me on Valentine's Day? Maybe they wanted some love. Rimmel, did you ever think about that? Maybe they wanted some hugs, wanted some love, wanted some hugs. You know, Rimmel, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just speculating. All right. Why did they come see us on Valentine's Day? Let's do it. Let's do it, Rimmel. Let's not do it. You know what I'm saying. Rimmel, they came to see you. Justice, Devil, Four of Pentacles, and Temperance. They had a good reason. I mean, they do want something. They do want something that they've got it in mind. They know that I don't think that you're too approachable about these things, but all that stuff. But, you know, Justice says that they want to even things out. They want to smooth things out. They want to get things back in balance. And that's all about where Justice is, especially next to the Devil. I think right now, Rimmel, right now, this person thinks things are not only out of balance, but you can help fix it. So they're coming over to help get it, help fix with it and whatnot. Four of Pentacles, will they offer you any assistance? Will they offer you any help with this particular thing? I don't really think so. I think it's more of they're relying upon you to bring it back in balance. And they're relying upon you to be that person that's going to take charge and do that for them. Sunshiny Day, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. At the end of the day, Temperance, Cosmic Kitty, thank you for your donation. At the end of the day, Temperance says to watch what you do and make sure that you can provide whatever you promise. Don't over-deliver. Don't get too excited with any promises to this particular person, because I think they'll take it literally and they'll hold you to it, and I think they'll get pretty pissed off. You know what I mean? So just relax with it and know that you can bring them back in balance, and they're really relying on you. It's sort of like a Star Wars movie, you know? You're Obi-Wan, you're my only hope. All right. Got a lot of donations now. By the way, if you're in the queue and you want to know where you're at, we are here. We got a couple to go. Knocking them out as we can. Was he just not ready? Oh my. TT. I like saying TT, by the way. TT, let's get you the Thoth, because it does start with a T. All right. Kevin Fever. If you're dealing with public and officials, I missed that. COVID has changed everything, indeed. All right. Was he just not ready? I don't know. Do we have a page in here? Could be a page. You could say they're just not ready. Oh, I think they were ready. But things got a little too serious. Things just got a little too serious for him. And I guess you could say that's not ready. I mean, technically, sure, you could say that's not ready. Things were going along nicely, and then they got a bit too serious. Not exactly where they wanted to go with it. That's not exactly sort of their version of a destination, or that's not exactly where they wanted to be. So the direction that you wanted to go, the direction things were moving, again, may not fit upon their definition of what they needed or what they wanted. They have a different opinion. They have a different look. They have a different perspective as far as this concern. Will they reconcile? I mean, I think so. But they're going to come in with a different set of expectations and not tell you. So I think that they're going to come back in and you're going to do the same thing over again. You have to lay out the expectations on the line. You have to let people know what they're expected of and how they sort of need to go and what you need out of any sort of connection. And that's going to be the big factor here is you need to express, come together and negotiate out what both parties need. I think that's going to be pure magic for you if you do that. If you don't, you're going to do this again. Again, it's going to go into a direction. They're not going to like it, not going to be the direction that they want. They're going to bail. Things are just not going to be there. But definitely communication is key, and expectations are key, are very key as far as this goes. All right. Let's see. Kaylee, what do my spirit guides want me to know? Kaylee, let me tell you right now what they want you to know. By using, oh, I don't like this tarot at all. Why am I using this one? Why did I put that in my thing? Okay, screw this tarot. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't like this tarot at all. Not even a little bit. Screw this tarot. It's going over here. I'm going to get rid of it. It's got to go. I don't like it. I don't like that tarot deck. All right. I do like this one, though. This is one of my faves. Such an ugly box, but who cares? It's the Vox Arcana. You know, this is a good one. I really like this one. I think I'm getting all of my tarots narrowed down to like the top 100 at this point. And I think I'm going to keep it at 100. So if I get a deck, I'm going to have to decide, do I want to keep that deck or what do I want to do? But yeah, I didn't like that tarot at all. All right. Let's see, do I have a button dedicated to it? I'm kind of wondering now if I have a button dedicated to that stupid tarot that I don't even like. No, I do not. So there you go. That's a good thing. Spirit guides want you to know that conflict does lead to disappointment. And I think that you need to understand that you need to pick your battles. You need to pick your battles because a lot of times you'll get involved with something that doesn't need to be conquered. You'll get involved with something that doesn't need to be addressed. And you could have delayed it. You could have put it off. You could have done a lot of different things for that. But you just need to sort of relax and take it easy, and definitely pick your battles and don't get involved in something that you can't get out of. And getting out of it is one of the key factors here, because I think that you do get involved in things. You're like, oh shit, I didn't mean to get that deep down into that. You know what I mean? So the 2-5 says definitely watch out for that. The 10 of Pentacles says your spirit guides are telling you that you're in for a pleasant surprise with money. I think it's coming in the next month and a half. You have a pleasant surprise with money. The 10 of Pentacles getting sort of this good feel to where you have that second house feel of everything is going well. Everything's going nice. I have a lot of encouraging things. I have a lot of exciting things happening. There's a lot of good stuff going on with that. And that's where you sort of get the Page of Wands. It feels like that you're out of control because you don't know where to start. You don't know where to start. You're just like, if I do this, then there's that. If I do that, then there's this. You know, overall, I'm just not thrilled with sort of the end result for that. So just sort of be ready for that, right? Be ready for that. That's going to be one of the big factors there. All right. What do we got going next? All right. Upload. Unbox. All right, what tarot deck was that? I'm looking around and trying to find it. It's Dark Goddess Tarot. It was the Dark Goddess Tarot. I don't like it. I think it's ugly. I don't know why I bought it. I'm never buying anything like that again. It's got to go. It's got to go. The Dark Goddess Tarot. All right. I didn't like it. I don't like it. I still don't like it. I'm getting rid of it. Sunshiny Day. Teal hit me with my week. Sunshiny Day. Hope you don't get laid off, Sunshiny Day. Every time you come in here, you feel like you're getting laid off. Let's make sure that you don't get laid off here. The Dark Goddess Tarot. Never heard of it. Well, don't. Just say no to the Dark Goddess Tarot. Because, man, it was ugly. Oh, I can't believe I bought that. What a waste of money. Okay. I think it only cost like $20, but I want my $20 back. Okay, let's see. Hit me with my week. Hopefully, what do we got? We got 10 of Cups, Page of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and 8 of Cups. Sunshiny day. I do feel like you're just abandoning something. You're abandoning something that you didn't like in the first place. You're treating it like the Dark Goddess Tarot. Sunshiny day, I'm telling you that now. You're treating it like the Dark Goddess Tarot. You're feeling like that 8 of Cups. That 8 of Cups feel that we just have to abandon something that you've been hanging on to. Actually, I think it's a person. It's a person. It feels like that, you know, you've invested time in this person and you're really sort of ticked off that you did it in the first place. You got to cut bait at some point. The Knight of Pentacles, they're going to drain you a little bit more than you want to be drained. They're going to work your nerves a little bit more than you want it to be worked. The Page of Swords, they seem to not really learn. They don't really pay attention. You're spending time on them and you're just not making any progress at all. It's time this week. Sunshiny day this week. You need to cut bait with this person. You need to let them go. Let her go. Let her go. All right? 10 of Cups says overall the week is pretty good, though. Other than that, it feels like the week is all right. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Just don't let people work your nerves this week. Just don't do it. Just say no. Treat them like the Dark Goddess Tarot. Sunshiny day. It's important this week. It's important this week that you do this. It's critical. That was not entertainment purposes only. That was critical for you, Sunshiny day. You need to do it. Oh my God, Nexus, what is going on? Good to see you. How are you doing? All right, we're on the last reading. We're ending soon, screen. Last reading. Cosmic Kitty, would I get the job transfer next month? Cosmic Kitty, I sure freaking hope so. Cosmic Kitty, you need that job transfer. Look, it's a gap where that crappy Dark Goddess Tarot was. It's a gap. We're going to have to put another tarot deck in there. All right. Let's do the Star Tarot. Oh my God, it's been a long time since we did the Star Tarot. I love the Star Tarot. I think the Star Tarot is one of my favorite ones. It's one of my favorite. It warps like the Jesus. But if you can put up with the warping, the Star Tarot is pretty hot. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right. Let's see. Will I get a job transfer? I want you to get that job transfer. Cosmic Kitty, you need it. I think you need it for just your expansion phase and all that stuff. The World, good news. King of Wands, a 3 of Wands, and the Emperor. The Emperor. Chloe, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Transfer. Will I get it? Oh, man. Cosmic Kitty, there's something better that you're coming up for you. I think that you have the ability to do it, but it almost feels like that you hold off. You have something better. You got something better. You have something superior that's headed for you. Sunshiny day, have a great evening. I don't think that you get a transfer. What am I looking for with a transfer? Number one, I'm looking for a movement card. That's so critical right now. Is a movement card to see you transfer from here to there, a movement card. Number two would be the 6 of Swords, would be fantastic here. You're moving from here to here, you're moving to a better place, you're moving for a transfer. Even something where you're just hopping or jumping or skipping or anything. I just don't see it. I see the world as being a new opportunity that you get. It's going to be pretty exciting. That's going to be where you really need to be at the end of the day. Now, there's a lot of powerful cards here, all right? I think it's a different company. The 3 of Wands is seeking, searching, looking out for something else. And that seeking and searching, I think, means it's a different place or a different location. But you get the power. You have a lot of ability, a lot of power. We have 2 big, fiery, powerful cards here and a fiery, powerful card in the middle. Talks about looking, searching, and seeking for something better, something that's going to expand you, something that's going to be a little bit better. And I think that you get that. Again, this is a better match for you. It feels like a little bit better fit, you know, a little bit better fit. The round peg and the round hole, a lot better fit than sort of where you're sort of going for in that particular thing that you're looking for now. All right. And that's a Star Tarot. This is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful deck, man. Star Tarot version 2. You got to get it. Whatever you do, don't get that freaking other tarot deck. Don't get that other tarot deck. You know, just don't do it. Chloe, when will we get back together? Last reading of the night. Chloe gets the spot. Chloe gets that last reading action going on. And we are going to use the Gregory Scott for this one. We moved, by the way. We're in a new room. We're in a new room tonight, and it is echoey in here, but I think it's acceptable. Luckily, my microphone is a very low power microphone where you got to get right on top of it. And I think that gives me the beef that I need to get that done. All right, when will we get back together? Chloe misses the X. We want to get back together. The star, you belong together, Chloe. You do. You have that star action. You belong together. It's going to be a big factor here. One of the things here, though, is the Lord of Illusionary Success. Chloe, without some bandages, without some things that we need to get done, it feels like that's not really possible, though. You do belong together. You do have that connection, that magical connection that keeps it going. But the stability just doesn't feel right. The stability isn't there. It doesn't feel right. It isn't there. That Page of Pentacles, we're always trying to get a little bit more stability. We just can't seem to get it because this is not a relationship that's going to be a stable one. This is not something that you're going to just desperately beg and get the stability there. It's not going to be something that you're going to be able to build a foundation on it. I think you need to accept that at some point. Get that Queen of Wands and work with what you have. You like this person, maybe friends with benefits, maybe an on-off relationship, maybe a short-term type thing, but you're going to be together with this person. So even if it's on off, even if it's going to be something about getting back together, you will get back together. Just don't expect this rock solid stability to just magically spring up for that. As far as when will you get back together, I see about 2 3/4 to 3 months. 2 3/4 to 3 months. That's when I see it done. And speaking of getting back together, please come back tomorrow. Let's get back together, you and me, just you and me. You and I want to get back together with you. And we can do that tomorrow at 6:30 Central. See you then.